Welcome back to our kitchen, sweet friends. Today we are making a warm and cozy Crockpot apple crisp. This time of year, the days can still get really nice and warm, so we don't want to heat up our kitchen, and we also want to save on electricity a little bit by using our Crockpot. But the nights are cool, and this would be such a wonderful after dinner treat. So let's see what we need. 5 apples here. You could use 5 to 6 apples. They're about a medium size. 1 stick of butter, a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, and a 1/2 cup of oats. This right here is your topping for the crisp. And for the apple part, you're going to need your apples, 1/4 cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of flour, and about a teaspoon of cinnamon. So easy, so delicious, and I bet you never thought you could get a crispy, crunchy topping on your crisp in the crock pot, but you sure can, and we're going to show you how. So let's get to work. This wonderful little gadget my in-laws gave to me years ago. It is an apple core peeler, and it also slices the apples as it peels them. What I'm going to do is just take these apples and I'm going to break them apart into half rings. This is such a great recipe for this time of year. There's nothing better than some warm cooked apples, spices, butter, and all kinds of yummy ingredients. I'm going to take our flour, our sugar, and just about a teaspoon of cinnamon. Add that all together. Give it a good mix. Then we're going to take our apples, put them in the bottom of a greased crock pot, and mix this topping with the apples. Here are the apples and sugar mixture in our greased crock pot. In the same dish the apples were in, I'm going to grate our butter. I know I told you a 1/2 stick, but I cut it down to 6 tablespoons. So I'll be the one who tries it with 6 tablespoons and I'll tell you how it works. A whole stick of butter just seemed like a lot to me. I will link the original down below. Now I am grating the cold butter because it just makes it so much easier to put it all together. But please, if you do this, watch your fingers. Don't let that butter get too small. Stop it before you get down to the grater. Now to the butter, I'm going to add the oats, the flour, the brown sugar. And I'm just going to take my fingers and just crumble it. It was so fun the other day. I got to pull out all my autumn dishes from the attic that I have accumulated over the years from thrift stores and church bazaars. It's like reacquainting myself with an old friend when these dishes come out. Okay, that's perfect. And I really think that 6 tablespoons of butter is going to work. And then we have 2 extra tablespoons to use for something else. So our apples are in, and now we're just going to take that crumb topping and put it all over the top of these apples. I covered the crock pot, put it on high for 2 hours, and then we'll check it and see how it comes out if the apples are tender. This cooked for 2 hours on high. Crock pot temperatures vary, so just keep an eye on it. It looks wonderful. What I'm going to do now is turn it off, unplug it, and leave it uncovered for about 30 minutes. So we let this cool for 30 minutes. Now we're going to scoop a little of this out. Oh yeah, this is working. I'm going to turn this over just so you can see the apples. I just got to make sure it's not too warm. It smells like autumn for sure. Now this needs a dollop of whipped cream, or even better, how about a little vanilla ice cream? Simple, frugal, delicious, easy. This is what autumn is all about.